All right, the campaign or PR project that you were most proud of.
It's one that I haven't even talked about yet. But when I was at Buffalo, I had brought the U.S. Golf Association on as a client, and I mean, talk about doing cool things. Like we got to do the U.S. Open, the U.S. Women's Open, all of those. But the thing I'm most proud of was at their annual meeting. I put together um, a panel that was intended to show the importance of them creating a US adaptive open and and really having a US Open that anyone with either physical or mental disabilities could be a part of so that golf really could be for everyone. And we had speakers from the Invictus Games. We had speakers from the research arm of Cedar Sinai talking about how sport had helped wounded veterans to overcome PTSD. We actually had, uh, 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 well, athletes, golfers, male and female golfers who were competing either with, physical disabilities or mental disabilities. And it was truly one of the most powerful things that I've ever been a part of because it put a face to something that needed to happen, and, um, and I would say years later, actually, as of 2022, there is a US Adaptive Open, and people saw the importance of it and made it happen.
Your favorite movie?
Oh, this is so hard.
This is usually the hardest question
I
for
know.
people. You would
I
be
know.
surprised how many people lean towards Shawshank Redemption, even though they want to say Mean Girls, because they feel they're being judged by their choice of film.
I would say there are some movies that if I stumble across them on TV, I will end up sitting and watching it, like The Departed, Top Gun. But my sisters would kill me if I didn't say it. Steel Magnolias, we can sit and we can quote it like from beginning to end amongst us. And by the way, I'm totally Weezer.
Okay. If Hollywood were to make a movie based on your life story, who would you want to play you?
Oh, see, this one I know. Rachel McAdams. I think she is hilarious. Speaking of Mean Girls, she's
That's true.
absolutely
Yes.
hilarious. But actually, the movie The Family Stone, that's a holiday movie. My sisters joke all the time. They're like, you are her character in that movie." And so I think it'd be like, very meta to have her play me in a movie.
If Hollywood were to make that movie based on your life story, what would you call it?
I would call it This Too Shall Pass.
I think you're my third guest who has answered that question with "This too shall pass." And if not for the name of the movie, at least they're, the best advice they had ever received. So that comes up quite a bit. Okay, your favorite book.
This one is actually impossible to choose because in that really wonderful female influence family, it's like multi-generations of librarians and book editors. So they would scold me if I ever chose one. Um, but I will say the one that I'm reading right now, the one that's next to my bed and I'm loving is Ina Garten's memoir. It is beautiful and heartwarming, and everyone should read it because Barefoot Contessa's is the best.
Your favorite song.
Soulshine by the Allman Brothers.
The best advice you have ever received.
The best advice I ever received. You can't pour from an empty vessel. That you have to it's sort of so my mom was a flight attendant, and the airline video, like, you need to put your own oxygen mask on before you help those around you. Like, that applies to life in general. Like, you gotta remember to put on your own oxygen mask.
If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be?
This one, that making other people happy doesn't actually make you happy. That's a lie. Making other people happy makes other people happy, and it can be exhausting. So you have to figure out what makes you happy and then work on making others happy.
My signature closing question, if you weren't in PR, what would you be doing and why?
Well, my whole team makes fun of me because on bad days, I'm like, "Oh, forget it. I'm gonna go sell flip-flops on a beach somewhere." So maybe not selling flip flops, but like let's bring it back to hospitality, like tiki beach bar on a beach on a tropical island somewhere.